Drawing time. Drop your drawings of this picture under this tweet and I'll react to it for a video. I'm giving you guys a week, so please don't disrespect me like last time. Well, I didn't disrespect you, but I wasn't in the video. I'm not salty. Back in 2021, Rico the Giant posted this photo to his Twitter, and somehow I ended up drawing him 3 separate times. Well, 4, but I'm not counting that one in this video. The first video did pretty well. The second one didn't do as well, and the third performed best of all. To be fair, the last drawing was made a year after the first 2. But it's my favorite of the 3 because it marked my latest big improvement in drawing. In fact, this one is just a remake of the last one, so I could document and evaluate my progress. And I did have a pretty big leap in quality within a year. At the time, I had been wanting to remake this picture because I was going through a change in how I draw. Actually, the improvement started during a bout of commissions I had for another YouTuber at the same time. The year prior, 2021, I drew Rico dressed as Megumi Fushiguro from Jujutsu Kaisen, partially because I like Rico's shirt and I wanted to incorporate it a little bit more, but mostly because I was watching Jujutsu Kaisen. I mean, yeah, what can I say?
The throwing of the paws are real!
Because of Rico's yin-yang catcher in the photo, instead of Megumi's demon dogs, I had him summon Kaiser cats. Or Keter cats. Either one works. They both technically mean the same thing. Well, now that I think about it, Keter might be better, at least more fun, because Keter can be loosely tied back to the internet's long-standing supernatural organization, SCP, and the idea of Rico summoning a Keter class threat is pretty funny. Also, I think it's a nice parallel to Megumi, maybe not the demon dogs, but to Maharaga. He's definitely Keter class. The first time I made this drawing, making the cats were not fun. It's been a few years, so of course some details are lost on me, but actually, I don't think I had fun making this at all. Yeah, I think it was a struggle to make it the first time. Rico's pose, I know, took a long time to get right. And for the cats, they were made on prayer. I think my biggest hiccup though was me working in Procreate, a software I'm not used to, and not Clip Studio Paint, a software I've been using since 2012. And a program's not gonna magically make you draw better, I know that, but think of it like visiting someone's home and sitting on their couch for the first time. Sure, it might be a comfy couch, but it's not your couch. It doesn't have your butt print. Pause? That's the best way I can say it without droning on any further. Suffice it to say, making this the second time around was a lot more cathartic, and my want to experiment was pretty high. I think my favorite part was drawing the cats. I had no particular cat in mind that I wanted to draw, so it's pretty much an amalgamation of big cats, namely tigers and jaguars. The thing about it is I don't have to be completely accurate with cat anatomy. I just need to imply it enough for the regular person to recognize them as felines. Black cat's my favorite, by the way. I like the fur around his face. I also paid a lot of attention to Rico's sneakers, for reasons I can't remember, but they look nice. I also just realized only Yujiro's shoes are red, and Megumi's is brown. Not that it matters, I mean I made Rico's shoes red because red is his favorite color, so it's whatever. Another difference that I'm proud of is the hand sign. It's not as flashy as the dog shadow puppet, but it's the actual puppet sign for cats. The hardest part of this was getting Rico's face right. The angle was really tricky, and he looked like he was on one for a minute, but I was able to mellow out his expression later down the line. On the bright side, his locks came out really nice. A lot of the tiny little details I made get lost when it's zoomed out, but I think it's a texture that you feel instead of see. When it finally came down to inking, I used subtle differences in the way I inked the cats compared to Rico. The lines are loose and fuzzy, and I had the texture of the brush shine through in the little strokes I made for the cat's fur. It's a great contrast between the sharp black shapes on Rico's clothes. So the reason behind the cats being cybernetic was that I wanted to incorporate everything in Rico's selfie. So the cats would come out of his earbuds and they're initially green because of the green screen. I feel dumb just saying that. That design choice has been constant in all 3 drawings, but I'm not really feeling it now. Oh well, I'm not changing it. I can tell I had a lot of fun making all these glow and glitch effects. I feel like I kind of went a little overboard on the glow, but the glitch particles are definitely the best they've ever been. I made some glitch brushes a while ago, but I hardly ever used them, so I may have been a bit overzealous with it. By the way, those glitch brushes are available for purchase at my store, breachashop.com, as well as some other brushes that I made. In fact, I almost exclusively use my own brushes, to be honest. I'm using my own brushes right now. The last and final thing I made was a little logo for Rico. I already used his well-known S-tier slogan on his shoes, but the Giant is literally his channel name, so of course I'm going to use that. I don't remember what typeface this was, but I know I didn't make it, so I just want to put that out there. But I actually really like this logo, so I recently remade it as a vector. I probably won't ever use it again, but at least I brushed up on my vector skills. Alright, so here's a recap. My first time drawing Rico was a painting, one that barely deviated from the source material. My second try was a regular cel-shaded drawing for me, but with way more liberties and became this weird YouTuber/Jujutsu Kaisen fan art. And the third and final try was a remake of the second one to evaluate my art growth within a year. I'm not drawing this again. And I'm not selling this. I do have merchandise for my more original stuff though. My Inktober comic cast, and my latest merchandise of a character I made based off of the PS5. Link on screen and in the description. I still don't know how to end these videos. And I'm still getting used to the whole voiceover thing. I do have another drawing of Rico that I did, but like I mentioned earlier, that one's completely different from these first 3. And maybe I can make a video in the future about it because I never did. But right now I do have some things in the pipeline that I want to go through. I've really exhausted all my words at this point. So yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. And until next time, thank you for watching. Bye.